A beautiful good evening to the Vedic schools. Today I am very happy and honored and privileged that I speak on the front of you. First of all, I would like to thanks to give me an opportunity to speak on the front of you and to upload this video with of visibility. First of all, I would like to wish you all a happy Janmashtami on the behalf of me, the aroma of Janice, the angel of an ideological student of the Vedic schools and the future of India. As we all know that the Janmashtami celebrated for the Lord Sri Krishna. So this Janmashtami, let's celebrate the spirit of Govindas in our lives who are self-driven, enthusiastic, self-motivated, understanding, focused, and have loads of strength to overcome roadblocks, manage difficult situations, and evolve as winner as well as. So these are the things we have to learn in our daily life, and I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Anmol Kumar Dwivedi. I'm basically from Gopalganj district of Bihar. I have done bachelor degree from Indira Gandhi National Open University with English honors, and I would uh, I would be pursuing my master's degree from IGNU and Bachelor of Education. Also, I will pursue in same duration with regular. And my hobby is singing songs and playing cricket. And I have been teaching when I was when I was pursuing my intermediate. On that time, I started to teach, and I am very interested in the field of education, and I have taught three affiliated schools in my career, and I have faced the I have faced and I have led the position of the schools as being as an admin also. So in current, I am teaching in Now Bharat Children Academy, Chitwada Gaon, Balia district of Uttar Pradesh, as a admin of the school. So this is all from my side. So one thing I would like to say that all the students who is the future of India, we must recall them. Who are them? They are our ancestors. They were our freedom fighters. So we must recall them, and we have to live on their paths. We have to motivate. We have to bold. We have to inspired by them. So this is things we have to learn each and every day in our life. And three things are the mantras of success: first, perseverance, endurance, and willpower. So one, as we all know, that one cannot build this nation alone. We need to work as a team, and I surely a team can achieve its goal sooner or later. So we need to work as a team, and a team can achieve its goal sooner or later. And the one important thing is that where we live or work, it doesn't matter, but we must love for our duty, for our work. What is your work? We must love our work, because our work will be reached at our destination. So our episode Abdul Kalam is used to tell that if you teach your son, you improve your home and village, and if you teach your daughter, you can improve your whole society. So in the same way, we must have to learn, we must have to study, we must have to lead ourselves day by day. And good students should be mature, disciplined, educator. So this is the things. So the main thing is that my topic. So today's my topic is figure of speech. Why I choose figure of speech? Because this is a part of grammar. This is a part of English grammar. So without figure of speech, we cannot teach literature. We cannot teach briefly poem of the literature, prose sector, the sector of prose and poetry. So without the knowledge of figure of speech, we cannot teach. being a teacher. So I'll choose a topic of figure of speech. So first of all, I would like to explain that what is figure of speech. Figure of speech are words or are phrases that makes our sentences beautifully effective, impressive. That is called figure of speech. And our figure of speech is a departure from the ordinary forms of expression or the ordinary course of ideas in order to produce a greater effect. That is called figure of speech. Figure of speech may be classified as under many topics. Figure of speech may be classified with the under of some topics such as simile, metaphor, personification, climax, anticlimax. So first, those based on resemblance such as simile, metaphor, personification, and apostrophe. Second is that those based on construct such as antithesis, and epigram. Third is that those based on association such as metonymy and synecdoche. And at last is that those depending on construction such as climax and anticlimax, what I have told you some minutes ago. So this is the thing. So first my topic is that what is simile. What is simile? Simile means upma. It means upma. So what is the definition and simile? A simile, as we all know that, simile is a part of a figure of speech, which comparison between two object things. Okay, the simile is usually introduced by such words as like or as so. We can keep many examples. We can keep many examples. The first example is that in the regarding of simile, Richard fought like a lion. Richard fought like a lion. In this sentence, in these statements of the sentence, there are two object things which comparison between two object things. First is the Richard and second that is lion. What is the difference between both? Richard fought like a lion. Okay, I hope you are getting. And the second example of that, as a spice flavored food, so variety makes life more pleasant. The waves broke on the shore with a noise like thunder. These are the example of simile. Okay, the next topic is metaphor. What is metaphor? Metaphor is an implied simile. Metaphor is an implied simile. It doesn't like the simile state that one thinks is like another or acts as another. But one thing should keep in your mind during teaching the simile and the metaphor, but takes that the granted and proceeds as if the two things were one. Okay, we fought like a lion. He fought like a lion. This is an example of simile. So we use simile, but when we say she was a lion in the fight, we use a metaphor. This is an example. This is the difference between each other. Okay, first simile and second is that metaphor. Metaphor is an implied simile. Okay, Richard fought like a lion. The first example of simile is that Richard fought like a lion, and the second example of that, Richard was a lion in the fight. This is an example of metaphor, and this is the difference between both. What metaphor is an implied simile. We can give many examples. The camel is the sheep of the desert. The camel is the sheep of the desert. This is an example of metaphor. Okay, we may expand it and say a sheep, as the sheep is used for crossing the ocean, so the camel is used for crossing the desert. Example of simile. Okay, variety is the spice of life. Variety is the spice of life. It's example of metaphor. But how can we change as a simile, as a spice flavored food, so variety makes life more pleasant. This is example of simile. So this is the difference between both. We can give many examples, but my dear students, whenever you study simile and metaphor, means figure of speech, you must focus on your topic. And my topic is simile and metaphor. So if somebody asks to me, sir, please kindly explain what is the difference between both, what is the difference between simile and metaphor, so I can explain by the some notes. Are my first notes are every simile can be compressed into a metaphor, and every metaphor can be expanded into a simile. Are you getting my point? What is these statements are saying? Every simile can be compressed into a metaphor, and every metaphor can be expanded into a simile, such as I fought like a lion, and I was a lion in the fight. This is the difference between both simile and metaphor. Okay, the next notes are metaphors should never be mixed. Metaphor should never be fixed. This is an object should not be identified with two or more different things in the same sentence. So this is a things, and you must carry on it. You must uh, keep in your mind. This is the things. Okay. So, my dear students, I hope you got it. My topics, and as we all know that my topic is that figure of speech. So, I think this is cleared. So, thank you very much. Have a nice day.